Take a last look at the sky. Remember the way the sun feels on your skin? Because where we are going, sunlight is a memory. But luxury? Luxury is eternal. Welcome to the Sanctum. Most people think the end of the world looks like a wasteland. But if you have 9 zeros in your bank account, the apocalypse looks like a 5-star hotel buried 300 feet beneath the Kansas prairie. Or perhaps inside a hollowed-out mountain in the Swiss Alps. The location, strictly classified. Today, I'm going to show you what $500 million buys you when the rest of the world goes dark. Step out of the decontamination chamber. Leave your hazmat suit at the door. What do you smell? It's not stagnant air. It's white tea and cedar wood pumped through a hospital-grade ventilation system that filters out nuclear isotopes and biological pathogens. This is the atrium. It doesn't feel like a bunker, does it? That's the point. The architects call it subterranean biophilic design. Look at those walls. That isn't just concrete. That is reinforced geopolymer capable of withstanding a direct hit from a megaton warhead, clad in Italian Carrara marble. The psychological impact of being underground is the biggest enemy down here. Not radiation, boredom, depression. That's why the ceiling is 40 feet high. It mimics the vastness of the outdoors. You aren't hiding in a hole. You are entering a private cathedral of survival. And you thought your penthouse was secure. Let's walk to the residential wing. This specific unit costs $55 million, just for the entry fee. The monthly maintenance, well, if you have to ask, you aren't on the list. Look at the window. What do you see? A pine forest in autumn? A calm beach in the Maldives? Touch it. It's cold. These are smart windows. 8K OLED screens recessed into the walls, connected to a central server. You can choose your weather. If it's a nuclear winter upstairs, it can be a sunny Tuesday in July down here. The lighting creates synthetic circadian rhythms. It wakes you up with a gentle sunrise and puts you to sleep with a soft twilight. Your body will never know you haven't seen the sun in 3 years. The furniture? Custom velvet, rare woods. But look closer. Everything is bolted down, subtly, just in case the shockwaves reach us deep down here. Even the wine glasses in the bar are magnetic. Safety meets sommelier standards. But survival is not just about eating and sleeping. It's about living. Follow me to level 4, the leisure deck. Listen to that water. This is the lagoon. Salt water heated to a perfect 28 degrees Celsius. The rock walls are carved from the mountain itself. Imagine floating here, a cocktail in hand, knowing that 1,000 feet above you, civilization might be collapsing. It's a strange feeling. A mix of guilt and absolute relief. We have a spa with a cryotherapy chamber, a gym with equipment that generates electricity for the grid while you run. And for entertainment, come this way. A private IMAX theater. The library contains every movie ever to win an Oscar, digitally preserved on glass storage drives designed to last 10,000 years. But what about dinner? Canned beans? Please, leave that for the amateurs. Welcome to the hydroponic gardens. This isn't just a garden, it's a factory of life. Under these purple UV lights, we grow organic kale, strawberries, tomatoes. We use aquaponics. See the tanks? Tilapia and salmon. Their waste feeds the plants. The plants filter the water. A perfect closed circle of life. And for the carnivores, we have a lab for cultured meat. Wagyu beef grown cell by cell without ever slaughtering a cow. Down here, we eat better than 99% of the people did before the fall. We have a wine cellar stocked with vintages that need 20 years to mature. We have time. We have nothing but time. Let's get technical for a moment. The lights, the air, the water, it all requires power. We are off the grid, obviously. We run on geothermal energy, tapping into the heat of the Earth's crust. Backup diesel generators? Of course. Massive banks of Tesla batteries? Check. We can run at full capacity for 5 years without surfacing. At reduced capacity? Indefinitely. And security. It's not just the blast doors. The hallways are fitted with non-lethal and lethal defense systems. Facial recognition, gait analysis. If you aren't supposed to be in Sector B, the corridor simply locks down or removes the oxygen. Now, for the most unsettling room in the entire complex, the observatory. This is where we watch the world die. These screens are connected to military-grade satellites and hardened ground cameras. You can sit in this Herman Miller chair, sip your 1982 Bordeaux, and watch the cities burn in 4K resolution. It creates a God complex. When you are separated from the chaos by steel and rock, the tragedy becomes content. It becomes a show. There is a disconnect. The people down here, they tell themselves they are the Ark, that they are preserving the best of humanity, art, science, DNA. But look around. Is this the best of humanity? Or just the wealthiest? The tour is over. It's time to go back up. Back to the fragile world, while you still can. The entry price for the Sanctum is $500 million. But money is just paper. The real price is knowing that one day you might have to close that blast door and leave everyone else behind. Could you do it? Could you sip champagne while the world ends? I think you'd be surprised what you're capable of when the sirens start screaming. This is the Sanctum, where the end of the world is just the beginning. Sleep tight.